What's up, crypto geeks, and welcome to another video. I am so excited today because I found out something from a document that was released a little while ago, and I don't think too many people have noticed it. So I'm excited to let my crypto geek army know first. Before I start, please click that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and click that like button. It helps me out. And a huge shout out to Sharpshooter, my first join button subscriber. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. With that, I have to let you know, obviously I'm not a financial or legal advisor. I'm not providing you with financial or legal advice. Always do your own research. Let's get right into this document. So, it seems like a pointless, useless document, but it's actually attorney Nicole Tatz joining the team representing Brad Garlinghouse. Now, when I read this, I was thinking to myself, Nicole Tatz must be a great lawyer with a ton of experience and lots of education under her belt to represent Brad. Particularly because I know Ripple is not afraid to spend money. They're looking to get the best that they could, and money seems like a trivial thing that they don't really care about. So I was excited to take a look and see why they picked Nicole Tatz. And I went to her portfolio to read about her. And I was looking through, trying to see, okay, well, she went to which law university? Expecting to see one of the top three, probably. She went to Georgetown University. A good law school, I am sure, but not one of the best. In fact, I decided to look at the ranking. So here is me doing my due diligence and my research and looking for Georgetown University ranking, and they're 15th, which is great. I'm sure it's still up there, but not one of the best. And I expect Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse only go for the best, particularly with the wealth that Brad Garlinghouse has. I think his net wealth is like $10 billion. So I'm thinking they didn't hire her because of her degree. Maybe it's her experience. But then I realized she just recently graduated from law school. She finished in 2016, 2017. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? Like, she seems like a good person, but there's no experience. Why would she join to represent Brad Garlinghouse? I mean, it's a big deal. So I started reading a bit more. So I'm reading through her biography, and prior to law school, she was a legislative correspondent in the United States Senate Committee on Rules and Administration, under Chairman Senator Charles Schumer. So I was thinking to myself, I said, one of the things that Ripple tends to hire people is for their connections. So who is this Charles Schumer that she worked with? And she worked with very closely, especially that she was a representative essentially for him. So then I got to my analysis again and my research. And guess who Charles Schumer, or Chuck Schumer, is what he's known as, is. He's a Senate Majority Leader. Guys, this is huge deal. Remember, what is the Senate and Congress right now is number one focus? Right now, they're focused on cryptocurrency and legislating cryptocurrency. Who do you want on your side more than the Senate Majority Leader himself? So I believe that the reason they hired Nicole Tatz is because she knows him very well. And especially if you don't know this, I actually took an entire course on this at one point in university. The United States is almost entirely based on it's on connections and based on who you have within Congress and Senate. So you find a lot of pharmaceutical companies have connections with a lot of congressmen and a lot of senators. And same thing goes for insurance. And same thing will go for crypto. And Ripple, again, is not afraid to spend the money. Why did they hire the previous treasurer? Yes, it's great to have someone that was a treasurer, but what's more important for now is who she knows. And this is why I think the reason that they hired Nicole Tatz. Obviously, everybody knows that Ripple is not afraid to spend money. And look what he has reported, guys. He announced multi-million-dollar to fix a park. He announced that they're launching a service for Southwest Airlines. Look, we're looking companies now. What else is he announcing? The passage of the U.S. Innovation and Competition Act. $250 billion bill. And many others. I mean, he's the majority leader, so he's going to be announcing a lot of things. So guys, this is a big deal. Now, Ripple has someone that has connection to the Senate majority leader. This is big. And it's bigger than that simple short letter just announcing that they got a new lawyer that's relatively new to law and that doesn't have too much experience under her belt. So just wanted you guys to be the first that see this and know what is really happening behind the tables here. And remember, I told you this before, the treasurer that they hired, she worked at, when was she the treasurer? During the time of Obama. And who was the VP, vice president? Biden. So she has 100% connections to the current administration. I mean, you're not the treasurer if you don't know the vice president. Now, I'm going to skip all of this and talk about the last letter. This is going to be relatively quick. So the letter just came back with what I expected. The court is quite happy with the idea that Ripple is working with the SEC, and they have accepted their most recent motion that they sent jointly about seal issues. And I told you the last time, what they're talking about in these seal issues is there's some information that they're trying to hide. They're both not looking to disclose to the public. They want it to be within the court system and within Ripple and the SEC. And I told you, I don't really care to know what's in those sealed documents. Probably some lawyer lingo and probably something about them talking and discussing possibly resolving this matter within themselves. The SEC and Ripple are not going to want to release that information in the public, not necessarily because it's going to hurt Ripple, but because it's really going to hurt the SEC, because Ripple is going to look good. It's going to make Ripple look like they are the ones that are on top and that the SEC is trying to work something out with them. And the SEC obviously doesn't want Ripple to look good because then the value of XRP goes up and then Ripple has more money to spend fighting them. So what I expect within those sealed documents is something about, saying that we're negotiating to try and resolve this outside of court. And obviously neither of them would want to release that just yet because they haven't sent the approval already. So that's great news. Now, with this, I will leave you. Thank you so much for watching my video and hearing my maybe sometimes annoying voice, but I will keep you up to date, I promise. So please click that like and subscribe button. And if you don't have your notifications on, as many of you know, I'm the first to keep you updated of what's happening with XRP and with the SEC lawsuit. And if there's some big major news about crypto, I will let you know first and give you my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will most definitely see you in the next one. Oh, it's Crypto Geek News on Twitter for those of you that ask. And I have decided I'm going to do, thanks to feedback from Sharpshooter, my join button subscriber, that I will do a weekly stream for you guys. I haven't decided the day yet, but I will decide and I will let you know in the coming videos once I've decided, but it's going to be soon, guys, so get excited.